Starting out in Stardew Valley can get pretty overwhelming, so here are some common mistakes to avoid that can make your playthroughs even more enjoyable. The first mistake is not checking your TV. Every day, the fortune teller will give an indication of your daily luck, which affects many aspects including mining and fishing. For instance, if you go mining on a good luck day, it'll be easier for you to find ladders and treasure rooms, gem nodes and mystic stones, or even geodes and coal. Besides luck, there are also Queen of the Sauce recipes that are shown every Sunday that will allow you to craft food and drink items later on in the game that grant useful buffs. If you miss checking it on Sunday, there are also reruns for recipes every Wednesday, so be sure to catch those each week. The next mistake is turning your ostrich egg into mayo instead of incubating it. After you've unlocked Ginger Island and obtained journal scrap number 10, you'll be able to locate it in a specific spot on the island. Ostrich eggs are really profitable since a single egg can produce 10 mayo. Instead of turning your first egg into mayo or selling it for gold, make sure to incubate it to hatch more ostriches to produce more eggs. If you've already done either of those two things, you can still go back into the volcano dungeon on Ginger Island to find another egg. They're typically found in rare chests, and since the chance for a chest to be rare is significantly higher on the 9th floor, go straight to floor 9 in the dungeon and check for any rare chests. This is also affected by luck, so go with a luck buff like the Lucky Lunch or Magic Rock Candy to increase your chances of finding an ostrich egg. The next mistake is using the spa to recharge your energy. The spa is located near the railroad and restores your energy at 10 points per second. But because it's so out of the way, you're better off going foraging or fishing early game to get extra energy without having to walk all the way to the spa. In spring, I like to check for spring onions or other forageables on Saturdays, since spawned forageables only reset every week on Sunday, and any uncollected items are removed from the map overnight before Sunday morning. You can also search the trash cans around town, which sometimes give you useful items like fish, bread, or gemstones and cost no energy. I like to also keep a few low-quality fish in my inventory that can be used as food in the mines just in case I run out of forageables. This brings me to the next common mistake, selling your forageables. When you're in the early game and severely in need of gold, it may be tempting to sell your forageables, especially ones that don't give you energy or health when consumed. Instead of selling them, you should save them to craft seasonal seeds to earn more gold. For instance, 10 spring seeds can be crafted using 1 daffodil, dandelion, leek, and wild horseradish each. The 10 spring seeds will sell for 350 gold, while a set of regular quality ingredients of the 4 forageables only sell for 180 gold. This makes it almost twice as profitable to craft and sell spring seeds instead of the individual forageables. Alternatively, you can also plant the seeds to gain foraging XP when you harvest them and craft even more seeds. The next mistake is choosing the mushroom cave over the fruit bat cave. While the mushroom cave is a good source of food early game, I often forget to collect the mushrooms since there are so many other sources of food or forageables around town. The bat cave, on the other hand, will give you access to fruits early on, which means if you're looking to complete the community center quickly, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on tree saplings and wait all season for them to grow before donating them to one of the bundles. I know that this take is slightly controversial, so let me know in the comments if you're team mushroom cave or bat cave. The next mistake to avoid is putting gems other than jade or ruby in your crystallarium. When you get your first crystallarium, it may be tempting to load it with diamonds for some extra gold, but stocking up on jade or ruby becomes much more useful once you've unlocked the bus to the desert. This is because of the Desert Trader, where you can trade rubies for spicy eel or jade for staircases on Sundays. Spicy eel replenishes your health and energy and gives you a speed boost, allowing you to go deeper into Skull Cavern to get more valuable loot. The same goes for staircases, since the deeper you go in the Skull Cavern, the more iridium nodes you'll find, increasing your chances of finding rare items like prismatic shards. Speaking of prismatic shards, another common mistake is donating the first prismatic shard you find to Gunther. Prismatic shards are one of the most useful items in Stardew Valley, and you can use them to obtain your galaxy sword from the desert, gift it as a universally loved gift to anyone except Hailey, Place it in a Junimo hut to enable your Junimo to change colors, and one of the most important uses, to enchant your weapons and tools at the forge. If you've already donated it and have trouble getting more prismatic shards, check out my video in the link below on how to get more prismatic shards in Stardew Valley. Next, not bringing enough food into the mines or keeping an eye on your health level in the mines or skull cavern can lead to pretty bad consequences. If you pass out in the mines, you could lose both gold and precious items in your inventory. If you pass out at 2 AM before making it back home, you'll simply lose 50% of your energy the next day. In the Skull Cavern, however, you'll only lose up to 1000 gold after passing out at 2 AM, so it might just make more sense to stay longer at the Skull Cavern instead of leaving early and taking the bus back, since the deeper you go into the Skull Cavern, the higher the chances of finding rare items like Prismatic Shard are. The next mistake is neglecting fishing. Even though it can feel like you're fighting for your life sometimes, fishing can be one of the easiest ways to earn gold quickly early game if you're fishing at the right spots. Fishing at the river in spring when it's raining allows you to catch catfish, which has a base sell price of 200 gold, while fishing in the ocean in summer in the evening gives you a chance to catch super cucumber with a base sell price of 250 gold. Check out my previously uploaded video for more info on the best fishing spots in each season. If you've completed Pam's special order, you'll also unlock a special TV channel, the Fishing Information Broadcasting Service, which provides information about the current season's fishing opportunities, including species, time, weather requirement, and location. To earn even more gold, make use of the fish smoker introduced in the 1.6 update, which doubles the sell price of your fish while retaining its quality, and allows you to stack fisher, angler, and artisan buffs. You can purchase the recipe from Willy for 10,000 gold or get one for free if you chose the Riverlands farm type. Don't waste wood crafting signs when you can steal them from Pam. After unlocking the bus stop, Pam occasionally takes days off from driving the bus. She'll leave a sign indicating she's not driving the bus that day and that you can drive yourself. On festival days and Spring 25th, she's nowhere to be seen either, so you can simply steal the sign for yourself and change the custom message before placing it on your own farm. The next mistake is clearing out your farm before you've built a silo. If you're like me and can't stand the messiness of the farm when you start your playthrough, you'll likely spend a chunk of time clearing rocks, wood, and grass from your farm. I learned this the hard way after clearing most of my grass and my animals had to go hungry while I had no money to get hay from Marnie. So head to Robin's and build your silo as early as possible before you start to scythe grass. You only need one silo even when stocking up on hay for the winter, since you can use a nifty little trick to remove hay from the hopper and store it in one of your chests. If you have the fully upgraded barn and coop, simply craft a cherry bomb to bomb part of the hay, which creates space for you to remove more hay from the hopper. After emptying your silo, continue to scythe more grass until it's full again, but be sure to leave about half of the grass on your farm for more to grow. If you have the 1.6 update, there's a new introduction called bluegrass, which appears naturally on the Meadowlands farm. Animals eating bluegrass gain twice as much friendship as from eating normal grass. If successfully cut with a scythe, bluegrass will produce 2 pieces of hay instead of the usual one. A recipe for bluegrass starter can be purchased in C's Walnut Room for 40 tea gems, which allows bluegrass to be placed on other farm types. Bluegrass won't die in winter, but they won't grow either, so be sure to plant the starters earlier in fall for some extra hay for your animals in winter. The next mistake is getting your first dinosaur egg and turning it into mayo. Dinosaur eggs can be incubated in your coop to obtain more dinosaurs and dinosaur eggs. These eggs can be turned into mayo, which sell for more than 1,000 gold each with the artisan profession. If you get the treasure appraisal guide from Artifact Trolls or from the bookseller starting year 3, it will triple the sell price of all artifacts, including dinosaur eggs. An iridium quality egg will sell for 2,100 gold. With this book, you should only turn dinosaur eggs into mayo if it's lower than silver quality. The next mistake is not replanting your tree seeds. Wood is needed to craft some of the most basic items early game, such as chests, and to build or upgrade your buildings. To earn more gold and scale your farm production, you'll need to have a lot of wood stocked up. Make sure to replant your tree seeds to ensure you have an endless supply of wood, especially in winter when trees don't really grow without tree fertilizer. Also make use of the Green Rain event in the 1.6 update. During the new Green Rain event, almost every tree in the valley will be covered with moss, and you can use your scythe or axe to harvest large amounts of moss from these trees and from cutting the weeds. Moss is extremely valuable and used to craft items like deluxe bait, challenge bait, treasure totems, or speed grow. Green Rain also speeds up the growth of your trees, so be sure to chop down some trees and replant all the tree seeds obtained towards the end of spring, since wood is always a valuable resource in the game. Green Rain occurs randomly once each summer and is only possible on the following dates. The last mistake to avoid is neglecting the villagers. Befriending Linus will allow you to unlock the sashimi recipe, and Clint will send you the algae soup recipe at 3 hearts. This is a great way to turn your extra algae or low-quality fish into an extra source of food and energy in the mines. Befriending Caroline unlocks the recipe to make tea saplings, which can provide you with some good early game money. While the sell price of tea saplings has been reduced in the 1.6 update from 500 to 250 gold, tea saplings are still a great way to make money, as each tea leaf harvested yields 50 gold, meaning that you could make 350 gold from harvesting tea leaves from one sapling each season. In addition to that, chopping down the tea bush now yields 1 tea sapling, which can be sold for an extra 250 gold, giving you a total of 600 gold. And those are just some common mistakes to avoid when playing Stardew Valley. Thanks for watching, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.